So welcome along to our match reaction. Ed's here alongside me. We just watched the game. Clearly we haven't been to Manchester, and a good job we haven't, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So Manchester City 6, Southampton 1, a cricket score in the end, wasn't it, mate?
Yeah, unfortunately, it was one that a lot of people predicted, which is not something you could have said years ago. A Southampton team would go and get heavily beaten, but I think a lot of people did think that today, and people had money on it. We just weren't good enough, and Manchester City were on their game. And from what I saw, as you know, Fred, I couldn't watch all of it, but they were clinical and they scored the goals at the right time. I was a bit disappointed that at the beginning of the game that we couldn't keep out three early on, because I think that might have made a little bit of a difference. But no, it's a bit troublesome.
Yeah, it was 3-0 after what, 15-20 minutes, and it's just it just set the precedent for the rest of the game, really. You know, City looked comfortable for most of the game, and we managed to score a goal. We scored a goal for the first time in 5 games, and albeit from a penalty. I think if you look at the replay quite a few times, it is clearly a penalty. Edison takes things out, and he coolly slots it away. That's probably the only positive we can take from today's game.
Yeah, I think at some stages of the game we knocked the ball around quite nicely, but you're always going to get a bit of room at Man City because they pile forward and what have you, and they do give you a bit of room. But there were 1 or 2 opportunities to score goals which we didn't take again, and we must take every opportunity that we get, clear-cut chances, because we are no doubt missing chances still.
Yeah, there was a statistic that just come out on the on Twitter. Saints actually had 4 shots on target this season, which is the most that any away team has had at the Etihad this season. So maybe Mark Hughes can take positives from that we actually created some chances, but once again we're clutching at straws though, aren't we?
We are, yeah. I expect Mark Hughes is a bit gutted, or a bit fed up with going to Man City, because I think last year he took his Stoke team there and they got beat 7-2, so he's used to 5-goal deficits up there. And the pressure's beginning to mount on him a little bit.
Of course, a lot of comments coming out on social media already. You know, even last weekend, Hughes out, bored out. You know, what happens next then for Saints? You know, we were just looking at the goal difference. -13 currently, conceded 20 goals in 11 games and scored 7.
Yeah, well, that's obviously got worse after today. Apart from 2 games before that, the defence weren't doing too badly against the teams that you can compete more against. Yeah, it's not great. We don't do anything against the top 6 teams. Haven't done for a while now. It's due to quality and paying wages, everything else, but that's where we are, and we just got to get with it.
Yeah, today was entirely expected, but some people perhaps didn't see so much of a cricket score today. 6-1 in the end. And I mean, what else can you say apart from? Well, I mean, what else can you say, really? I mean,
I did see that 6 actually, Fred.
Yeah.
Around that, yeah. I just had an idea it might be that, because of the quality that they've got, and if they're on their game, you're gonna struggle. Fair play to the 870 Saints fans that went up there.
Yeah.
I believe that's the figure that I was told by the police. So no, that's a great shout. But we do really need something to make people smile. We haven't had enough wins, enough home wins or anything over the last couple of years, and we really have to do something against Watford.
Yeah.
And then away to Fulham after that, and to try and get things a little bit back on track.
Yeah, of course, December is going to be a tough set of fixtures for us. We have to play 5 of the top 6, or, you know, if you include United in that as well. But next weekend becomes an absolute must-win. You know, last week at St Mary's at home to Newcastle, say it was we should win, otherwise there's pressure on. But today's result really puts more pressure on Mark Hughes. We have to win against Watford next week, otherwise almost everyone, I think, will be calling for his head.
The thing about Watford is I think they'll come to attack, so I think we will get more space and we'll get more chances. I think Newcastle sat a little bit deeper. I think we'll certainly get more chances against Watford, and we've got to be clinical. We've got to take those chances. We've got to win you've got to win these games. Same as against Fulham. Fulham are attacking side as well. So, you know, you've just got to be clinical.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to leave it there then. Probably drink ourselves into this point and actually try and forget the result today.
Absolutely, Fred. It's not a great Sunday.
Absolutely. Let us know your thoughts for today's match. Manchester City 6, Southampton 1. That's it from us.